Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Kenyans, I think you remember very well, 48 members of parliament from Mount Kenya region elected under UDA party endorsing Kindiki as the one who was going to link them to the national government. They claimed that Rigathi Gachagua was a man who was so divisive and he was tribal. But as we speak, whatever is happening is that this section of members of parliament who endorsed Kindiki with several aims of making them more relevant in the politics of Mount Kenya region is now backfiring, as majority of these 48 members of parliament, they are considering not to defend their seats in Mount Kenya region.
Ni wiro shoda mutariria dute tuhoreire acio the maheo mundu wothe wahoya gite kaheo gite no wira wa bioru tuhoye president witu William Ruto.
When I was just listening to the member of parliament of Madeira constituency, Honorable Eric Wamumbi, he has just leaked how these members of parliament are thinking not to defend their seats come 2027. In other words, these 48 members of parliament, they are like the politics of Mount Kenya region has run out of their ideas. And the man that they said is so divisive, the man that they said is so tribal, is the man that is now giving them sleepless nights. And that is why people like Imani Shungwa, the women rep of Kiambu, the women rep of Laikipia, the women rep of Nyandarua, they cannot even address any crowd in Mount Kenya region. And if they attempt to force themselves to address the Mount Kenya region, they are either being heckled, booed, or chased from several meetings, As if that is not enough, you have seen majority members of parliament who are allied to William Ruto and Kindiki. They don't have even opportunity to address the people of Mount Kenya region. So I want you to listen to these 48 members of parliament earlier on who came out endorsing Kindiki, thinking that the politics of Mount Kenya region is now going to be easy as they are eliminating Rigathi Gachagua. Kumbe hawakujua kwamba eliminating Rigathi Gachagua, they're just creating a political disaster in Mount Kenya region. But before you listen to them, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like.
Given the prevailing state of affairs and the urgency of the mission ahead, there is need to have a link that will create a nexus between us and the national executives on matters development. Accordingly, we as elected leaders from this region and its diaspora, on our own behalf and that of our people, unanimously resolve that our link to the national government to be the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Professor Kindiki, whose responsibilities in the executive includes the coordination of national government functions across the country. This declaration is issued on the 12th of September 2024 by the following members. We are going to share this report with you, so you'll be able to see the members present. We have 35 members with us here. Then we have some 13 members who are not here with apology, so it's a total of 48. But they are all in concurrence with what in concurrence with what we have said. And since we are going to share this statement with you, you'll probably be able to look at it further. And with that, I think the statement speaks for itself, and would not want probably to advance or to probably respond to other questions. Will give you time to have a look at the report. And moving forward as leaders, of course, we'll be speaking to our people in various forums, and we'll be able to advance the same, and whatever other issues may come up, we'll be able to handle them at that particular stage. We thank you. Thank you.
After listening to them, I was just asking myself, are people like Imani Ichung'wah going to succeed or survive in the politics that we are going to venture into 2027? People like Alice Ng'ang'a of Thika Town, people like Kawanjiku of Kiambaa, several others. Let us go to Murang'a. Those who are supporting William Ruto, are they going to survive? People from Nyeri, people from Meru, Embu. In fact, look at the way Embu is. In fact, the governor herself, she's so trembled. She's in fear. She doesn't understand how she's going to handle the politics of Embu County, Cecil Mbarire. Because remember one thing, as much as we can argue, truly and truth to be said, Mount Kenya region accelerated the presidency of William Ruto. And as much as they are getting out of William Ruto's political market, things are not good totally to these governors who are literally supporting William Ruto. When I talk about these governors who are supporting William Ruto, we have people like Cecil Mbarire. Leave alone the Murang'a governor, the Irungu Kangata. Those individuals are working and they're busy listening to the people, despite of them being in UDA. But some people like Cecil Mbarire, walisahau kabisa kazi yao ni gani. The same to several members of parliament. And that is why you can see them gambling. When they go to this meeting, they're being chased. Look at the member of parliament of Madeira, who was just the other day chased and kicked out in Kirinyaga in a certain barrier just because of attacking Rigathi Gachagua. In other words, they thought like getting rid of Rigathi Gachagua was going to make them to be more popular, not knowing that reality, to be told, Rigathi Gachagua has been in politics, despite of him not being elected, or maybe elected one-term member of parliament of Madeira, then later he found himself the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. He has been in this politics since the era of Moi. Hao ndio walikuwa watu wa mkono wa Moi. So I think these 48 members of parliament, for now, they must come out to be worried. Because even the way they were so active, selling Kindiki, Kithure and Mount Kenya region, it is not so. Whatever they are doing, they are quiet, stranded, they are in fear. They don't know how they are going to play their politics. Because the man whom they raid from this government, this man that they kicked out as the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, is giving them a lot of sleepless night. Because they're trying kupanga na kupangoa. Haingiani. Kupanga na kupangoa. Haingiani. Because if you go to any county of Mount Kenya region, you start attacking Rigathi Gachagua, you start attacking people like Justin Muturi, you face the consequence by being heckled, chased in those meetings, And I want to tell some members of parliament, before you make a decision, ask your people, and your people will direct you on what to do. But because you are having members of parliament who will not listen to the people, they don't have any idea how people are thinking there for ground. They will just wake up in the early in the morning. They will just have their press briefing, says that as the people have said, and there is no person has even told him to go and either support William Ruto or go endorse Kindiki Kithure. No. But whatever is happening, we are having members of parliament whom to read the signal is a big problem. Political signal has been a problem to them. So I can tell you categorically without any fear of contradiction, these 48 members of parliament, majority of them, they are not going to be, of course, re-elected or to defend their seats. As the Madeira member of parliament is leading the way. He is leading the way because he has declared that come 2027, he's not going to defend his seat. What about the others? Because member of parliament of Madeira was among those 48 members of parliament who endorsed Kindiki Kithure. Who endorsed Kindiki Kithure. But today they're thinking like, no, Kindiki Kithure does not have any momentum. Kindiki Kithure does not have anything to support us here. And if we continue supporting Kindiki Kithure blindly, we are going to cost our political careers. And that is what they are trying to do. So come 2027, expect majority members of parliament from Mount Kenya region who are supporting William Ruto or endorsing Kindiki. They are going to get out from that political bucket. And either they will go to the side of GACHAGUA, where they're feeling like the mountain should unite and of course focus on their issues, or they stop defending their seats, or they support William Ruto, or they go for those seats and get defeated. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.